My name is Maya Bailey. I'm founding member of City of Ink. We're in Atlanta, Georgia at Castleberry Hill. City of Ink is an art gallery and tattoo shop. Been open for 6 years now. Atlanta is the hub place for really everybody. You know, you got one of the biggest airports. A lot of tourists come here. Everybody come to Atlanta. You know, you got LA folks come here, New York folks, Chicago. Everybody want to come in for a weekend and, party in Atlanta. Stop by City of Ink and get some work done. The name City of Ink came from, it was inspired by the movie City of God. I was thinking about all those different kids, man, and how they was coming up. And, in America, you got kids coming up the hard way, too. So it's just like the City of Ink. These are some kids that I found. We train them, and their weapon is, instead of, guns, their weapon are paintbrushes and pencils, markers, and tattoo machines. And the logo, we use the dripping star. The dripping star means that we all are stars, and only a few drip down and inspire the next star. Everybody can say they stars, man. I don't believe in nobody better than the next person, but only a few people inspire the next person. And usually I like to hand pick my artists. I go to art shows and look for artists I see that's young, hungry, and then I train them from there. It is a competitive business, especially when you got a lot of untrained tattoo artists, and then especially tattooing is new in the black community still. So if you're not educated in what to look for, you'll just go to anybody to get tattoos. So the number one probably competition is really just is competing with the artists on the streets doing $20 tattoos. Personally, I look at business like a chess game. I just really want to destroy any competition that we got, so that only us and a few other businesses that we're allies with. Cause we friends with other tattoo shops, and we just kind of yo, you get this part of town, I get that part of town. We share this money. Anybody else that's not on our team, let's destroy them. I think it's already a part of American culture, no matter what. It's anywhere from 75 to 80% of America's tattooed now, so it's definitely a part of culture. Now, if it's a good culture or bad culture, we got to determine that. I think in a couple more years, I think I could be big as Starbucks. I'm looking at it like that. I look at tattooing, commercial level, because no matter what, somebody's going to take it, and it might as well be tattoo artists make all the money than people who not in the tattooing. We didn't have any money at all to start off with, and so we just tattooed one at a time. One person tattooed, and if I tattooed, then I would put half my money up back into getting some drywall or some paint or some wood or something like that, or buy some electric wires or some pipes for plumbing. And we just did it piece by piece, one tattoo at a time, one piece at a time, until it was it was safe enough to open up. Because it was like an abandoned building, you know what I'm saying? So we had to do everything by hand, scratch. Then I gave you the story of City of Ink. Let's walk inside and check it out. Well, City of Ink, we are known for our freehand tattooing. The reason we do freehand tattooing, especially when you're dealing with especially with people of color, anytime you're dealing with people of color, we got more curves and more, we move and we have a rhythm to our work. And so what I do is we draw directly on top of the skin, and we do that with markers and everything, and that we try to make sure that our work don't look like tattoos. So the whole process we do, it look like the person was born with it, and it goes natural with the natural flow of the body. Because tattooing black skin clearly is way harder, because you got to deal with the elements of pigment already there. Our skin is way more delicate and way more gentle. You get a really terrible black person, you can really scar them. So the importance of knowing how to do that is not to tear them up. You got to really be gentle, really take your time on black skin, and really know how to pick the colors that match that person's skin complexion. You want to make sure you tell people how to take care of, because the work reflects you, and then people blame you for messing up somebody's stuff, even if the client messed it up. Any tattoo you put out, it's going to be a reflection of who you are as an artist, and the type of work it's going to come back to you. Even before the quality of the tattoo, the safety of the tattoo. You got to make sure your paste is clean and make sure it's up to par, and so you're not causing cross-contamination. Somebody sneeze, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, they tattooing somebody. You got to make sure that that's not going to happen, and you don't infect this person when they're doing a tattoo. I would draw it out, sketch it out in red ink. And that's a sketch. That's something you would ignore. You wouldn't, as the client, you wouldn't look at the red. You only look at the black lines. And the black lines is the design that you would see. And if they like it, then the first thing we do is break out your tubes and your needles. You'll start out with the outline first. Start off with your shade second. And then from that, you do your colors. And I'm not breaking out the tubes because, people steal your stuff, man. They'll know what type of inks you're using. They know what type of needle grouping I'm using. They know what type of machines I'm using. That's none of nobody's business, man.